Imagine waking up one morning on your quiet, isolated farm. The sun is just peeking over the horizon, casting a warm glow on the fields. But as you step outside, an eerie silence hangs in the air. The usual morning sounds of your animals are gone. A feeling of dread creeps over you as you walk towards the barn. Inside, you find a scene straight out of a nightmare. Your livestock, goats, chickens, all lie motionless, but there's no sign of a struggle, no pools of blood. Instead, you find small, precise puncture marks on their necks, and you realize, with a chilling horror, that they have been completely drained of blood. This isn't a scene from a horror movie. It's the signature of a creature that has haunted the Americas for decades. A cryptid whispered about in hushed tones around campfires and in remote villages. They call it the Chupacabra, the goatsucker. The legend of the Chupacabra exploded into the public consciousness in the mid-1990s, originating in Puerto Rico before spreading like wildfire throughout Latin America and into the southern United States. The first reported attacks were baffling. Farmers were losing animals at an alarming rate, but the cause was unlike anything they had ever seen. Local predators like coyotes or dogs tear their prey apart, leaving a messy scene. But these attacks were different. They were surgical, almost clinical. The only evidence left behind were the drained carcasses and 2 or 3 clean puncture wounds. What kind of creature could do this? The descriptions from eyewitnesses paint a truly terrifying picture. While reports vary, a common image emerges of a creature that defies easy classification. Many describe it as reptilian in nature, about 3 to 4 feet tall, standing on 2 powerful hind legs. Its skin is said to be leathery and greenish-gray, covered in sparse, coarse hair or even sharp spines running down its back. And then there are the eyes. Witnesses consistently report seeing a pair of large, glowing red eyes that pierce the darkness, eyes that seem to hold an unnatural intelligence. The way it moves is just as unsettling. It's said to be incredibly fast and agile, capable of leaping tremendous distances in a single bound, clearing high fences with ease. It moves with a predatory grace, silently stalking its prey under the cover of night. This stealth is one of its most frightening attributes. It can get in and out of a locked pen or a secured barn without making a sound, leaving farmers completely unaware until the grim discovery the next morning. It seems to have an almost supernatural ability to avoid detection, making it nearly impossible to catch or even photograph clearly. The name Chupacabra literally translates to goatsucker, and it's a fitting title. The creature's diet seems to consist exclusively of blood. It doesn't eat the flesh of its victims. It simply drains them, leaving the bodies otherwise untouched. This vampiric nature is what sets it apart from any known animal and fuels the mystery surrounding it. Biologists and wildlife experts have struggled to explain this behavior. No known predator in the Americas hunts in this manner. This has led to all sorts of theories, ranging from a new, undiscovered species to something far more bizarre. The Chupacabra seems to favor isolated, rural areas. Small farms, remote villages, and communities on the edge of the wilderness are its hunting grounds. This choice of location only adds to the fear and isolation felt by those who live there. When you're miles away from your nearest neighbor, and something is silently preying on your animals in the dead of night, it's a uniquely terrifying experience. The psychological impact on these communities is immense. Farmers have lost their livelihoods, and a palpable sense of fear can grip a town for months after a series of attacks. The stories from those who claim to have seen it are chillingly similar. A farmer in rural Mexico spots a hunched-over figure by his goat pen, its red eyes gleaming in the beam of his flashlight before it leaps over a fence and disappears into the night. A family in Texas finds strange, 3-toed tracks around their chicken coop after a night of unexplained noises. These personal accounts, passed from person to person, have woven the Chupacabra into the fabric of modern folklore. So, what is the Chupacabra? The theories are as wild and varied as the sightings themselves. Skeptics propose more mundane explanations. They suggest that the Chupacabra attacks are actually the work of packs of stray dogs or coyotes, afflicted with severe mange is a skin disease that can cause an animal to lose its fur, making its skin appear leathery and wrinkled. A sick, starving canid might behave strangely. and its appearance could certainly be mistaken for something monstrous, especially in a quick, terrifying glance in the dark. This theory explains the appearance of some of the Chupacabra bodies that have been found over the years, which, upon DNA analysis, have almost always turned out to be coyotes or dogs with severe but this explanation doesn't satisfy everyone. How does a sick coyote drain an animal of its blood without eating the meat? How does it leave such clean, precise puncture marks? And what about the reports of the creature's incredible speed and leaping ability, or its glowing red eyes? This leads us to more speculative theories. One popular idea is that the Chupacabra is a new species of predator, yet to be discovered by science. A creature that has evolved to fill a unique ecological niche, a specialized blood feeder that has managed to stay hidden from us in the remote corners of the world. Perhaps it's a relic from a bygone era, a living dinosaur that somehow survived extinction. Then there are the more out-there theories, the ones that really capture the imagination. Some believe the Chupacabra is not a natural creature at all. They point to its strange appearance and abilities as evidence of genetic engineering. The story goes that it is an escaped experiment from a secret government or even an extraterrestrial laboratory. The first sightings in Puerto Rico happened near a region known for its US military bases, and the Arecibo Observatory, which has fueled speculation about a connection to secret military projects or even UFO activity. In this version of the legend, the Chupacabra is an alien's pet or a biological weapon let loose, either by accident or by design. This theory might sound like science fiction, but for some, it's the only explanation that fits all the bizarre details. The surgical precision of the attacks, the creature's otherworldly appearance, its seemingly supernatural abilities, it all points to an origin that is not of this earth. Despite numerous investigations, grainy potas and supposed carcasses, no definitive proof of the Chupacabra's existence has ever been presented to the scientific community. Every piece of physical evidence has been debunked or explained away. The carcasses turn out to be mangy coyotes. The photos are too blurry to be conclusive. The eyewitness accounts are dismissed as misidentification or mass hysteria. And yet, the legend endures. It persists because it taps into a primal fear, the fear of the unknown predator lurking just beyond the light of the campfire, just outside our window. It's a modern monster for a modern age, born in the era of the internet and global communication, allowing its story to spread faster and wider than any folktale before it. The Chupacabra is more than just a cryptid. It's a cultural phenomenon. It has inspired movies, TV shows, books, and countless online discussions. It has become a symbol of the mysterious and the unexplained in our world. Even if it is just a product of misidentification and folklore, the story of the goatsucker has taken on a life of its own. To this day, the reports continue to trickle in from all over the Americas. A farmer in Chile, a rancher in Arizona, a villager in Brazil, all telling the same story. They wake up to find their animals dead, drained of blood, with the same mysterious puncture marks. The mystery is still very much alive. So, the next time you hear a strange noise outside in the middle of the night, or see a pair of eyes reflecting in the darkness, you might find yourself wondering, is it just a raccoon? A stray dog? Or could it be something else? Could it be the legendary goatsucker, the Chupacabra, continuing its silent, bloody hunt? The truth, as they say, is out there, perhaps lurking in the shadows, waiting for its next meal. What do you think? Is the Chupacabra a real, undiscovered creature, an escaped experiment, or simply a modern myth, born from fear and misidentification? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for journeying into the shadows with me today. If you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more mysteries. Stay curious and stay safe.